Hello and welcome back to Let's Play EG. Today we're doing our violent run of Sector 4. Now Sector 4 is more of a straightforward mission, but I'm going to let Dan explain. Bit of a straightforward intro, but really quick before we continue, there's a secret path right here. Not really too secret because A, you can see it, and 2, there's a broken wall right there, but it's handy to go this way. Now, I really want to give the Hyper Pulse a bit more love because it's super useful for taking out big targets like this guy. It just, because of the mechanics behind it, just stun locks big guys. So it's perfect for taking down commanders and elites. Now by going down this path, we've gotten ourselves some extra ammo and some extra nano. Now we'll just fall down right here and there's commander, a scout, a soldier, just your, the enemies we've been seeing for a couple levels now. But right there you saw what I was talking about way back when in the Pacifist Sector 1 video about friendly fire. Now, I may have been wrong, and you can't actually get enemies to hurt themselves, but you can certainly get enemies to hurt other enemies. And there, I don't even know what I was doing here. Just should have used the rocket launcher to finish him off. Guess I was trying to conserve ammo or something. Now, Sector 4 is kind of confusing because there's a lot of branching paths that can go a lot of different ways. For instance, as you saw right there, that turret kind of shot open that window, and we could go that way, or we could go down here, fight a couple of guys, and get to this computer terminal, open it, and it opens a door all the way down this way. However, if we want to get the supercharge, we don't want to go that way. We want to keep going the way that turret opened up for us. So right up here, go past this turret, collect some nano, and down here are Taisen Shredders. Now we're going to get in one, and just, I'm going to let you guys watch. To explain what you do, you just hold left the entire time and you get the supercharge. Right before you hit the wall though, or right when you hit the wall, that's when you want to get out of it. It'll let you grab that ledge and get into the supercharge area. And you may have noticed that we picked up an MPFB Devastator. More on that later. For now I'm going to try and crack this guy, but his AI turned him around and then he saw me, so no cracking on him. You may have also noticed that the Taisen Shredders are just really Taisen Commandos with more mobility. So really you can just shoot them with a rocket and knock them right out of their shredder. And then take their shredder. Now moving on, wait a minute. Yes, this is a better idea. I love the Shredders. The Shredders are just way too much fun to mess around with. But frankly, I didn't even know what hit me there. I guess the commander did a melee right before I hit him, because there's no explosion. And here I tried to ride the Shredder back, but tables. Mainly coming back this way so that I can do this. So I cracked his nanofield. And what that did was it did some damage to him. Now, scouts only have 1 health, so it killed him. But generally it'll do some damage and it'll like disrupt their weapons or something. It's interesting and I like to show it off when I can. Which really they have to be facing the other way to be able to do it, so you don't get to do it that often. Now, the nano overload we get here is Nano Forge, which is exactly as it says, you get ammo when you're damaged. Specifically, if I was shot with a rocket, I would get rocket ammo. If I was shot with an MPFB Devastator, I get MPFB Devastator ammo. I gotta find a way to shorten that. Anyway, Dan's going to explain here that there's two ways to go. We can either get the switches in the upper left and the upper right to unlock those two doors, or directly above us, there's a security door that we can unlock by kicking it. Unfortunately, you need kick of 6, and we only have kick of 4, and we only have 1 point to distribute, so we can't go that way. Now, I really want to show off the spread rockets, but that happened. I had remembered the Taisen Commander, or Elite, but I didn't remember the Taisen Turret, so shot the turret point blank range. However, this did give me the chance to do this. Taisen's facing the other way. Just crack him. Did some damage, and his rocket launcher backfires. Take him out with a spread rocket. Cracking works. Always crack. So we climb up these hanging boxes, I don't know what those are supposed to be, to get the first terminal. And over here is the ribbon for the level. And I'm just going to let the conversation play out. Thankfully, compared to Sector 3 Pacifist, that's the longest cutscene we'll be getting. Now we're going to move back on over to the right side of the storage area here. You know, moving along, kicking some Taisen, shooting some Taisen, cracking some Taisen, failing to crack some Taisen. Now, we picked up a new weapon in this sector, and I haven't shot it yet. I had to fix that. MPF Devastator has a unique thing to it, in that the gun will actually knock you back. There might be an upgrade you can get later to prevent that, I don't exactly recall, but I also don't recall fighting the last boss with that kickback, but I don't know. And when I say an upgrade, you may have noticed earlier, but when I maxed out the Taisen stat, we actually got a bonus for doing that. Sorry. Specifically what that bonus was, is we now get +1 Taisen ammo whenever we pick up Taisen ammo, which is very handy. So we're just going to get back in our shredder, go all the way over here, and do some drive-bys. And I should have been shooting the machine gun while doing this. That would have made this even better. And, oh, rocket. Now, the reason I've been keeping this shredder this whole time is we actually need it to get the poster. But more on that later. I think it's time to give the Hyper Pulse some more love, as it's so damn good. Oh no, wait. Yeah, rockets. Maybe cracking. No, not cracking. Rocket to the face. If you didn't get what happened there, you can still hit people while they're getting knocked back, and they were dead, but I hit them. It's kind of weird. So we're going to walk through here, activate the generator, which will let us contact the Kamado, which I still don't think is a good idea. Now that spawns a Shredder, so we're just going to not even care. Let's just jack his Shredder, go back up and get our Shredder. Now Shredder's pretty damaged, so I just hope it can make the rest of the drive. Now, the reason we needed it is because we have to get into this ventilation shaft. What you want to do is ramp here and jump out just the right time to get up there. Go up here and take out these two tasers. Yeah, it's a nice effect actually, I didn't notice. One was behind the Shredder and the other was in front of it. Go down here, get out of your Shredder, shoot a rocket, get back in the Shredder, and then you have to jump out at just the right time. I can't really give you a good timing, kind of maybe right before you pass under that bar, but you get through here, and even Dan remarks that that was ridiculous. I mean, getting that Shredder throughout the entire level just seems unnecessary. And actually, you'll note there, and I pointed this out in the Pacifist video, but anytime we talk to Dan, there's a speaker in the background. It's a nice touch, and I like that kind of stuff. And you really have to wonder who's drawing these posters. I mean, seriously. The first three made sense. That one is like, really? How? But that's besides the point. We already hit that switch to open up the end of the level, giving the Buster Gun some love because I don't use it nearly enough. We'll get back in our busted, beat up Shredder. Oh no. Right, I wanted to make a weapon combo, but I don't have high enough crack. Spoilers, it doesn't work. What are you going to do? So up here is going to be the end of the level, and I'm going to let the cutscene play out. So two things I want to cover really fast. The conversation at the end of the level actually differs greatly, mattering on if you've read logs or are pacifist or not. And at the end, we got another mention of Iosa. So look forward to that. So that was Sector 4, and I'll see you guys over in Sector 5.